Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Well, Singy, he's been really up against it lately. Major struggles at the plate, but perhaps today he gets it going again.
Yeah, Boog, he needs to find his rhythm out there and just simplify his mindset in the box. I know it's easier said than done, but you just got to see the ball, hit the ball.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, getting the nod on the mound, Gavin Williams. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go? And the batter now, Ozzie Smith. Fastball in for a strike, and that's how this game gets started. Liner snagged it first. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And, of course, when it comes to Hank Aaron, he's one of the greatest sluggers of all time. 755 career homers, a record that stood for a long time. 1 out, bases empty. That one in the dirt. 2-0.
Almost goes without saying that Mr. Aaron set the standard for power hitters in the sport for years. I mean, just an incredible 23-year career.
And it's not all about the home runs. It's RBIs, total bases. Hank did everything you'd want in the middle of the order guy. In there at the knees for a strike. One more interesting thing about the hammer, if you subtracted all of his 755 homers, he'd still have 3,000 hits. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2. And now Ted Williams. Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Randy Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
Yeah, Boog, he's got some of the best strikeout stuff in the history of the game. Over 4,000 career strikeouts. We'll see how many he's got today.
Bottom of the first. And now here is Grady Sizemore. And there's a foul ball. Johnson with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now one away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Jason Kipnis getting ready to hit. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball 1. Johnson, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Right through there for a strike. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
That one missed. You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. And that one is in the dirt. Counts full, 3-2.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Back to the mound. He's got it. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Here's the Guardians lineup now. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Larry Doby in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
Check swing, and that's a ball. That's in there, and it's 2-1 now. 2 out, space is empty. Pitch misses. 3-1. Jim Thome on deck for the Guardians. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. Here's some real power at the plate. Manny Ramirez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Williams back to work. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And here is David Ortiz.
1-0.
Second inning here, no score. Ground ball left side. Jazz tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting 6th, center fielder Willie Mays.
Willie Mays digging in now.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And a curve misses outside. 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
1-2.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Now at the plate, Jim Thome.
First baseman
Johnson measures 6 feet 10 inches, 225 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And the slider just misses.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
That one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a ground ball. Jump throw across his body. On the money. Nice play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Cody Bellinger in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one finds the zone, and now 3-1. And that's in there at the knees.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Makes the grab on the run. And there's two away.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Lane Thomas at the plate and takes high there. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And a swing and a miss.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0. This one in the air. Abrams under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, catcher Connor Wong.
Now it's going to be Connor Wong. And that's downstairs. Ball one. Top of the third, no score. And another ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2-2's the count.
Two down. High fly ball out towards left center. Bellinger sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And there's two away.
Batting ninth, second baseman
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and that is that. 9 straight retired here to start the game. No score. Back now at
Leading
Progressive
off for the
Field.
Guardians,
Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams.
Bringing the cheese on that one. He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Next offering is in for a strike. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Boggs makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting 8th, catcher Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez at the plate. Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one at triple digits.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That one came in at 99.
Batting 9th.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. That one's upstairs, ball one. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Got him looking. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. And we are still scoreless. Here in Cleveland, start of the fourth. And now the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. On the ground. Abrams on the run, sends it over to first. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Field that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it. As well.
And stepping in for Boston, Hank Aaron. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. A little bit low, and that's ball two.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
There goes Ozzie. Pitch misses in. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And now a full count.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Williams takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Still in school. Well, I guess 2:30 is about that's about right.
And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good
Sounds good.
And a curveball is just outside. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Ramirez now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Swing and a foul out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something. But you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 2. Ripped on a line. And that one hops the wall. Headed for the plate. He's safe. And they clear the bases.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. David Ortiz up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. But the city overall supported the event really well. Ramirez leads off second with nobody out. Next offering upstairs.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Willie Mays. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That misses, and that's ball 1. 1 out, the runner at second, top half of inning number 4. Off the mark there. 2 balls, no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That's out to center field. Bellinger makes the play. 2 away. Here's Wade Boggs now. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Doby makes a nice running catch. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom 4, so in now for Cleveland, Grady Sizemore.
Oh, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across. This is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering is fouled back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Owen Chu now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
To the right side. Ortiz steps on the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Left fielder, Larry Doby.
Larry Doby digs in for the Guardians. Went down on strikes his first time through. Doby with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
That one out to right. Hank makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Williams back to work. Wong, 28 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Outside
Count is
low,
full.
and the count's full. That one misses,
That's ball four.
so
Runner, take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2
Now
pitch,
batting,
and I tell you
second
what, he
baseman,
earned that
Nico
walk.
Horner.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 1 so far. And that one
1-0.
upstairs, ball 1. Wong gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that
Ball.
misses. Now 2-0. And that drops in for a strike. Two and one now. Foul ball there. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering misses down and away. Check swing at a 3-2. Appeal down to first. No, he held back. That's ball 4.
You
Now
get a
batting,
walk, and you get a walk.
Ozzie Smith.
Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Gavin Williams departs, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back.
Now pitching
So
for the
Cleveland brings
Guardians.
on a new reliever, John Means.
Number 47.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ozzie Smith. Next to hit, maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And a sac bunt
Foul
here.
ball.
And a foul ball. Sac bunt towards third. Chisholm. There's one, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. And next for the Red Sox, Hank
Right
Aaron.
fielder, Hank Aaron.
One of the amazing things about Hank Aaron is the consistency he had over the course of his career. On the corner for a strike.
In terms of that consistency, making an all-star game in 21 straight seasons is a pretty good indicator of what a steady player Hank was.
High in the air, out to right. Sizemore sizes this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 4-0.
In that situation, you're looking
Now
to get
batting,
something up in the
left
zone
fielder,
that you can
Ted
put in the
Williams.
air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
So digging in, Ted Williams. Williams with another scorching run of play lately. And that's way
That's a ball.
high. Ball 1.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch it.
Swung on, belted. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one for strike two.
More and more guys are looking to slog regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Stays alive. Two on, two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Cleveland, leading off Jim Thome.
First baseman.
They've got a full lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that is downstairs. 1-0.
You know, these Guardians, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and it hits the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Fly to left his first time. And he grounds one to the right side. Horner over to first. And Bellinger is out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Thomas, the next to hit, takes outside. Thome stands at third with one gone in the inning.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And that's in the dirt. Too high, and now it's 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
2 on, 1 out. Abrams will hit next. The shortstop takes the ball.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Step off, throw to first, and he's back standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
2-0 to count.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
6 straight outside the strike zone.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
First and third, one down. Climb the ladder with that fastball. That's strike one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 4-1. First and second, one out. Gary Sanchez now, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And fouled off. The outfield playing into pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. On a line. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Jazz Chisholm Jr. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Gets the call, and that's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Outside low, and it's 1-1. Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
To third. And it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. It's 4-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Back to the top of the lineup. Grady Sizemore digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive, base hit. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 4-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a run. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now here is Jason Kipnis. And that one fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line. Squeezes it, and that's the inning. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox 4 and the Guardians 3. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the first baseman, David. Ortiz.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
That one ripped, but foul. struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. An 0-2 count. You feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
One down, base is empty. That one
That's
way inside.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And now it's even up.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Way upstairs. Full count now.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Fly ball down the line. That gets down for a hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now a chance for Wade Boggs. Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
Man at first, one away. That one down the line and foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Goes to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Guardians 3. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Larry Doby.
Left fielder, Larry Doby.
That one finds the corner. 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's one away.
Now that is first baseman,
Jim Tony digs in now.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
And that's too high.
That's up.
And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Cody Bellinger.
You could encounter the greats, or you could get shipped and counter the weight, but you counterfeit. I countered your fits, led you astray in the worst way. Too legit, them hammer days, and we buck down. This is Bucktown. Come on, baby. Eye to eye, the clapper had you twitching with no ceiling. Your thoughts held in remission. I'm so chillin', no problem being the villain. It's that East Coast resident giving the world medicine a dose of that long brook long. On a grease, but that beef don't cook long.
Now this is in the air down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Rips that one to right. Brings it in for the 3rd out. The Guardians go down in order. They still trail it here 4-3. Here in Cleveland. Top of inning number 7. So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Trevor Stephan getting loose out there. Herron getting cranked up as well. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. He goes down looking. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Corner in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Next offering upstairs. That to right. He's got it. 2-way down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ozzie Smith up next for the Red Sox. Right through there for a strike. Pulls that one foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. The shortstop takes the ball.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. Sizemore makes the catch, and that is that.
Now pitching for
We're
Boston.
back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
48.
seventh. Lee Smith.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game. Lane Thomas getting ready to hit. He is struck out, and he is walked. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the catch, one down.
Now batting, the shortstop, C.J.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Checks his swing, now would appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. Looking to get the tying run on base. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
This one in the air. Boggs brings it in. And there are two outs. And Gary Sanchez at the plate.
Gary Sanchez.
Oh, he gloves it. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Proof right there of why he's a gold glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Trevor Stephan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Sizemore puts it away, and there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Ted Williams now at the plate. Stephan, the tall righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Luke Weaver up and loosening in the pen. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. Misses off the plate, and it's 2-0. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Sanchez snags it for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
Now
had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Two down, base is empty. Here now the Red Sox DH. Manny Ramirez. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. And he swings through that one.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
And it's even up. And misses inside. David Ortiz on deck for Boston. Two down, nobody on. Goes down looking. Red Sox go down quietly, and it remains a 4-3 game. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Guardians,
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Smith back to work. That one the other way. Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Grady Sizemore digs in for the Guardians. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Left field. Williams on the move. He's got it. And there's two down.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a
Now
huge
batting,
spot.
second
That
baseman,
wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Hipness in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's down and away. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
No, no signs of wavering on the mound here in the eighth. He's looking rock solid so far.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next one misses, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
And the tying run is on base.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Doby, the next to hit, takes high for ball one. Out towards right center field. Mays pulls it in on the run. Guardians lead one. Still down a run. It's 4-3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there.
Ball.
And now two balls and a strike. And that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Man at first, and now the center fielder, Willie Mays. 1 for 3.
Number 60. Andres Jimenez.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now it's going to be Wade Boggs.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Out of here. His first homer of the year. It's 7-3. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tim Herron done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Luke Weaver.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Next offering is downstairs. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame here at the top of the ninth. That's hard hit on the line. And there's a hit.
Now batting, second base.
So man aboard. So here's Horner now. Substitution now at first base. Entering is the pinch runner, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Zips it across. Now 1 gone in the ninth. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Coming home, he will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Waste no time there. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Hank Aaron. And a foul ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Throw into third. He's in there.
Back-to-back singles, just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And next for the Red Sox, Ted Williams. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-2. Smith on third. Pank over at first with one away. That one misses. Now 1-2. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
2-2.
There's a ball. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Line drive. He dives, but he can't make the catch. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and it's 9-3. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Luke Weaver will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responding. Paul Sewell into the game.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
First and second, one out. Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. Making a move at first, and here's the pinch runner, Honus Wagner.
Honus Wagner.
That's outside, and it's 1-0. Runners at first and second with one gone. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
1-1.
Swings through that.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
2-2.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. All Red Sox in this one. That one almost got him. And that'll load the bases.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Andres Jimenez.
So bases loaded with one away. Here's Andres Jimenez. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. Swing and a miss as he was late. One out, bases full. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one catches the corner for a strike. That's down and in. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Nice, right near the end of the game. At least you made it back before it was over.
One away. In the dirt, blocked, but no advance from the runners.
This is the first game of my series against Cleveland. It's Friday this week.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
It was pretty close till the 8th or 9th inning. I think it was the 9th I scored all these runs. I batted around this inning, so it was 4-3 in the 8th.
To the right side keeps the AB going. Got him.
My bullpen was depleted after the series I just had with Seattle. I lost the series to Seattle too. I had 2 close games against them. I went 1-2 against Seattle.
So stepping in for Boston, Willie Mays. And what
I'm putting a hurting on their bullpen this game. They've used 3 different pitchers this inning. So their bullpen only has 3 guys they didn't use. Only 2 are fully healthy. So hopefully that bodes well for me the rest of the series when they got to use their bullpen.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Foul ball.
I might do one. Maybe tonight I'll do one. Either tonight or tomorrow, maybe.
All loaded up. Dangerous here at the plate. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Foul ball still, 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. In the air, this one's well struck, and it is gone. Grand slam. He unloads on that one. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 13-3.
Yeah, I don't know. I know one time I posted one. Yeah, I had to change his number. He wore 24, but Manny Ramirez also wore 24, so I couldn't give it to both people. He never actually wore 41, but I think he wore 42 maybe at one point. Maybe I just wanted to flip around 24 and make it 42, but I couldn't do that either. That's retired for Jackie Robinson across the whole league. I'm not sure I like the cream color though, like the cream colored pants. Like jersey's not too bad. The CLE for the Cleveland. It's their City Connect jersey.
It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. But 2 round trippers in this inning.
Yeah, the pants and the numbers and the name are like the cream color instead of white.
You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
Back now as they hand the ball.
And I'm wearing the special Boston Strong jerseys they wore after the Boston Marathon bombing with the little patch on it that says Boston instead of Red Sox.
It just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game, so we'll see how sharp he is.
Save it real quick just so it doesn't crash, which it probably won't, but just to make sure.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton.
Alright, I gotta do some moving around of some people. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Then left. Leave Ozzy short.
Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Jason Varitek, the new catcher now.
number 33. Jason Veritek.
Tomey leading things off and takes a strike. And now the count is even. Upstairs. And it's fouled away. The pitch. Up and in, and the count's full. That one is absolutely belted onto the track, and he makes the catch.
He was all over that fastball right there. And tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
He swings and fouls one off. One out, bases empty. And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only one out remaining.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Thomas stands in now and watches strike one.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. 2 outs, bases empty. On the ground, that's right foul. Side, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
13-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
You too, man. Take it easy.